Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing Impact Wrestling 6th of October 2020. We kick off the show with a Victory Road rematch. Tommy Dreamer versus Brian Myers. The match was alright. I'd give it a 2.25 out of 5. But it's the ending where the match got really good. Dreamer got a kendo stick and was walking towards Myers with it. Myers begging him not to hit him. Please don't hurt me, Tommy, please. He then somehow gets the kendo stick out of Tommy Dreamer's hands and smacks the living shit out of him with it. The referee calls for a DQ. Tommy Dreamer wins by DQ. Scott D'Amore and security run down to stop the whole carnage happening. Overall, a very, very, very solid opener for Impact Wrestling this week. Really did enjoy that. Then we go to see Moose looking high and low for his self-proclaimed championship, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He was not successful in finding it. What happened to that championship? We shall find out later in the review. We then swiftly move on to John E. Bravo, meeting up with several of his Wrestle House friends to inform them that his wedding is costing him a lot of money and he needs help to pay it. This somehow leads to a match later in the night between Crazy Steve and Johnny Swinger versus the Dinas. Don't know why that happened. It was like, yeah, you know, let's have a fight, because they think they're still in Wrestle House, I think. But yeah, it was alright. We then move on to Rohit Raju having his X Division challenge continue. He got on the mic, says he's the most generous champion out there. He believes no one would take advantage of his challenges because he is one step ahead. He can defeat them. Willie Mack comes out, wants another opportunity, and Rohit is like, no, bruh. No, bruh. You got your shot on Saturday. I want a new challenger, not you. Then Jordan Grace comes out. Yes, really? Jordan Grace, who then, with Willie Mack's help, proceeds to beat Rohit Raju. Yeah, because Willie Mack kind of pulls the championship out of Rohit's hands when he was warming up, and then Jordan got a roll-up. But it was announced that this was not for the X Division Championship, so Raju is still champion. And then Scott D'Amore informs him when he gets backstage that he's happy that he's so good at taking challenges. At Bound for Glory, he'll be defending against Jordan Grace, Willie Mack, Chris Bay, TJP, and Trey in a 6-way scramble. Because, yes, he's so going to lose that championship, isn't he? Overall, that segment was a bit... I'm just going to give it a 3 out of 10. We then move to Follow Bar as the best man trying to get money to help out Johnny Bravo. He sees Hernandez try to get a big wad of cash, offering to arm wrestle, but Hernandez is like, yeah, I will do, and then he Follow Bar kind of thinks twice about it and leaves. We then go to Triple XL versus Rascals. The Rascals win with Hot Fire Flame. Overall, the match was average, I'd say. 2.5 out of 5. Nothing special, to be honest. We then move on to Follow Bar continuing his search for Hernandez's money by trying to take the wad of cash while he was in the shower. He gets the cash. Yes. Good job. 5 out of 10. Entertaining enough. Then Jimmy Jacobs checks in with Rich Swan's doctor to see how his road to recovery is going. Swan's doctor says he's in good shape and he's ready for his championship match. Before Jacobs could get a word with Rich Swan, Eric Young, dressed as a nurse, runs in and attacks Swan and takes out the leg again. Because, you know, Eric Young is psychotic and amazing. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Would have got 8, but he was dressed as a nurse. It's like, dude, Eric, you do not pull off being dressed as a nurse, man. Then we swiftly move on to the Motor City Machine Guns getting an interview before their tag match. Alex Shelley said Austin reminds him a lot of himself at 23. While making the comments, the good brother interrupts the interview and says at Bound for Glory they're going to take the Impact World Tag Championships away from Motion Machine Guns. And they're like, yeah, good luck with that. Overall, not a bad interview. We then swiftly move on to Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie versus Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz. Throughout most of the match, Taya Valkyrie gets her ass handed to her, but Rosemary manages to get in and then hits the sense out, then gets the victory for her team. Good job there, Rosemary. Gonna give the match a 3 out of 5. Much better than the XXL versus Rascals match. Then we go to the Dinas versus Crazy Steve and Johnny Swinger. For some reason, Johnny Swinger tries to grab Pet Steve's pet monkey and then hit the Dinas with it, but Steve's like, yeah, no, and grabs it and leaves, and then Dina DDT and wins the match. The Dinas are the victors. The match is going to get a 1 out of 5. Then we get a recap of Deonna Purrazzo's match with Susie from Victory Road, and they report that Susie's arm was broken by Donna Purrazzo. Kylie Ray was asked about Susie's match on Saturday. Kylie Ray's furious that Purrazzo injured her friends. Kimberly interrupts her interview by taunting Ray for sticking up for Susie. Ray loses it and beats the living daylight out of Lee. Ray can't believe that she had so much Kylie Ray could not believe she had so much rage in her. Overall, good interview. 8 out of 10. I really do like Kylie Ray. We then have Scott D'Amore in his office to talk to Heath about offering a contract. He said he wasn't so sold on Heath in the beginning. Now believes he's worthy of being part of the Impact family. Heath tells D'Amore that his brother, who is a lawyer, helped him create a contract. D'Amore wants to create some kind of negotiation with Heath, especially how much Heath expects Impact to pay him. Heath informs him he's been out of work since April and he is deserving of a decent earning. D'Amore informs Heath that he did a lot of bad things coming into the company, which included sneaking into Slammiversary, hurting the talent, running his Heath for Impact ads without management permission. He throws Heath's contract in the air and leaves the office. Rhino is outside the office waiting for Heath's good news. Heath doesn't have any good news. He says it's Rhino's fault he didn't get a contract for tonight. Don't blame Rhino, man. He's the only one that believes in you. You know what? It's getting a 9 out of 10. I love Heath Slater. This whole story is playing out very, very well right now. Then we see EC3 on a bridge with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He informs him that it's time to break away from the title. After making the statement, he throws the title off a bridge. 9 out of 10. Brilliant, EC3. Brilliant. Then we see Ken Shamrock getting manipulated by Sami Callihan. Ken Shamrock says he feels really bad for injuring Eddie Edwards. Sami Callihan tells him he did the right thing and it helps build their social media presence. After Shamrock accepts Callihan's statement, he asks the world's most dangerous man who's next. Shamrock grabs a security card and starts beating him up. Brilliant. Ken Shamrock's going to start randomly beating up dudes. Great. Then we see next week's card will be a knockouts triple threat match between Nevaeh and Havoc versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie versus Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz. Kylie Ray will take on Kimberly. Madman Fulton will face Doc Gallows. We'll also see part 3 of Rich Swan's Road to Recovery. And that is what we get lined up for next week. We then go to our main event of the evening. The Motor City Machine Guns versus Madman Fulton and Ace Austin. Overall, this match was really good. The North tried to get involved, but are taken out by the Good Brothers. Alex Shelley drops a crossbody on Fulton. Yeah, and then I believe Ace Austin also managed to hit Malfoy with a crossbody. But in the end, the Motion Machine Guns get the victory. Going to give the match a 3.5 out of 5. Very, very good main event for Impact Wrestling. Overall, the Motion Machine Guns and... well, they work well with any tag team, to be honest. That is my review of Impact. I would give that show a solid 7 out of 10. Very, very entertaining show. Much better than the crap that we had yesterday, as in Monday Night Raw. I do really hope you've enjoyed this review. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the box below. Tell me any way you think I can improve the reviews. I'm trying to put the pictures over the screen for the most part, what I can do, because I feel like that will make it look much more of a better review. Thank you for watching this review, and I shall catch you later. Bye!